special thanks to YInTheMorning for that amazing interview about digital money. This is Entrepreneurship Tuesday, and as you all know, it's all about legal tenders. I go by the name of Barry Moses, or it's Barry Mo kwa kila mtandao wa kijamii, and I have my next guest in studio with me. He goes by the name of Henry Munene. Before I introduce Henry, Y254 channel on Twitter, Y254_channel on Instagram, and Y254 on Facebook, or you can hit me up directly at It's Barry Mo. Keep your views, your comments, and your questions coming. So we are living in the digital age, and we can't end this Entrepreneurship Tuesday without talking to somebody who has feet in this. Henry Munene is a student, is an AI ambassador, is a blogger, is an AI engineer, and is a leader for GBR and CEO of his own company, Finder. So AI is artificial intelligence. If you didn't know, let's keep the conversation going on our social media as I talk to Henry. Henry, karibu sana.
Thank you.
All right, Henry. I've always looked forward to finding somebody who's interested in artificial intelligence in the country. So maybe you can introduce yourself and give us a brief bio of yourself, something that I left out.
My name is Phineas Munene. You said Henry, but I like Phineas better.
You like Phineas better?
I think
it sounds like the name of your company. So
yeah, Phineas. Phineas means Oracle. Oracle is a big software company. So you can get where I'm coming from. So anyway, I do AI. Also, I'm an electronics engineer, a student. Yeah, and then I have this interest of AI, building machines that can reason, machines that can almost behave like we do.
Yeah, can learn
machines that can learn
and solve problems in return.
And then also. You see in Africa, by the way, this is how it comes. We failed to tap into the previous industrial revolutions, but now this is the fourth one, AI. We have to. So I decided instead of learning, and the funny thing with us, we marvel at what those people do. So hey, they're doing fine things, but we never do anything. We just consume. So I hate that.
All right. So we missed out on the Industrial Revolution.
Yeah.
Not completely. Just we can say a little bit.
Yeah.
Missed out on the Industrial Revolution.
Yeah.
The Information Revolution. Do you think we can jump into the Information Revolution without catching up on the Industrial first? Because this Industrial Revolution is what has made hardware for computers possible. Yeah. We don't manufacture hardware for computers.
Exactly.
This Industrial Revolution has made cars possible, artificial intelligence possible.
Yeah.
So do we need to go back to Industrial Revolution before we can jump into the Information Revolution?
For me, there's nothing that much that we can do on what has been done already, but we have more to do on what has not been done yet. So for me, tapping into AI, I think it will be easy. You don't have to go back and you don't try to reinvent what has been invented yet. I mean, before. So trying and tap into AI, I think it will be easy.
Right. So AI is the future, according to you?
Exactly. According to me, it's the future.
AI is the future.
In fact,
all right. As a student of electrical and electronic engineering, Technical University of Kenya represented, by the way.
Yeah.
You learn coding in school?
Not in school. I learned from YouTube and some online
So you're
courses.
self-taught in matters coding?
Yeah.
You're a coder yourself?
Yeah.
Oh, so for AI, we need two very important aspects. We need the hardware and we need the software.
Yeah.
All right. So hardware, we have already come to the conclusion that they're not locally manufactured.
Yeah.
But coding is something we can do.
Yeah, we can do.
All right. So you're a coder yourself. Which language are you using in coding?
Python. I use Python.
Python. Yeah. You use Python. Why is this your preferred language?
Python, for me, first it is easy, and then because I do machine learning, artificial intelligence. Now we have machine learning. So machine learning is just a set of algorithms that enable you to do the things we do in AI. So Python, I mean, machine learning involves a lot of mathematics. Now, Python is good in that, mathematics.
Oh, so this is why you chose Python as your preferred choice of language for programming.
Yeah.
All right. So, have you developed any system with artificial intelligence so far?
Yeah. Okay, I have two systems. One does not involve a lot of artificial intelligence. but the other one is a complete AI. I can tell you that. So maybe I can talk about the two, you know.
Yes, I'm majorly focused on this one with AI.
Okay, this one with AI. Now you realize, okay, I learned from experience. I've been, you know, for the last, I think, you know, for the whole of my life, I think from the time of 7 years to the time to 2015, I've been ailing. I've been having a problem with my head. So every time I go to the hospital, they tell me it's malaria. So I got frustrated with these people. So I decided, because this is my body, there are things that happen there that, you know, the human eye cannot be able to detect, or just our brains, we cannot be able to
perceive,
completely perceive. Yeah. So I decided, what if I make you know, a machine that can, you know, check my body and get the correct, you know, tell me exactly what's
going on in your body when there's a problem and when you are good.
Yeah, and also you see, you realize there are those ailments. So what happens, it goes narrowing to something. If you have a symptom today and tomorrow it occurs, you know, it shows that there's a persistent disease, or, you know.
So this is how you write the algorithm, elimination method.
Exactly. Not me. Now this is what happens. I train the machine, or I teach it. You know, all the ailments. I tell it, these all that can happen to a human being body. When this happens, this is the problem. And then from that information, it learns. It can come up with new ideas. You realize it can even detect a new disease or a new illness that you did not teach it, because it checks, you know, the symptoms.
All right.
Yeah.
So you came up with a system like this one.
Yeah.
So how does this work? Do you have to enter, do you have to key in these things, instructions, so it can give you the feedback?
No, Karen, that's the one way. But when you go to an hospital, they have those records. So you just go there and then you key in the, you know, what you're experiencing, what's your problem. Then it will give you, you know, a diagnosis, not based on that information, but based on the information it has been receiving for the last like 5 years about you. So it is able to give you a solid, you know, conclusion about.
So it's way better than going to the hospital and telling the doctor your symptoms as at that time. This goes into your record. The last 5 years also.
Exactly.
All right, to get all this information and all these things to feed into the computer, you need some doctor's experience.
Yeah.
Because you're a coder, you're an engineer.
Yeah.
I don't think you understand the body as much as the doctor would. How do you tackle this particular problem?
So I've partnered with people. You know, I have a friend in Nigeria and 2 in South Africa. So the one in Nigeria is a doctor. So what we do, you know, he comes in with the knowledge of the human body. By the way, I have also to tell you that I've learned some neuroscience. So now the issue with the, you know, the way we behave and all stuff, it's there. So yeah, we just partner with people.
You just partner with people. It's very important to partner with people.
Because I cannot provide all the knowledge required for the system.
As somebody in the industry for artificial intelligence, what are some of the inventions or the innovations that have come from or come in the artificial intelligence field that have fascinated you in the recent past?
Oh, yeah. You see, the funny thing, you realize there's this self-driving car first. That was my fascination. How can this machine, like, you know, drive itself? I mean, it's more accurate than a human driver. So that one has always been, how is this? And then there's this.
So this is one of them, the self-driving car.
Now what it uses neural networks. You realize in your brain, the way you think or the way you decide things, just all the process of your brain, they are powered by the neurons in your brain. So I realized we can create artificial neurons. So that one, the moment I realized that artificial neurons can be created, that's the time I decided now AI is my, you know, my everything. That's where I'm gonna, if it's dying, it's there.
All right. So the self-driving cars are one of the innovations that have come from artificial intelligence that you are fascinated by. What is another thing that fascinates you in this field currently?
Another thing in AI, by the way, the robots, the humanoid robots. I mean, these machines, they scare me. They scare me. You realize, there's one by the name Sophia. Sophia can converse with you like almost the same as I'm doing with you.
All right, I see Sophia on screen, by the way. Sophia is on screen. So Sophia can converse with you like a human
she
would.
Blinks, smiles. Yeah.
Does Sophia have emotion? That is the big question.
No, that's very complicated. By the way, you realize, hey, emotions, things, it's just a machine.
They cannot be manufactured.
It's just a machine that is taking information from the environment, then deciding what to do with that information. The information can be, visual, and the touch sensory. She has. Let me say she.
So what? Say we have the Siri, the Apple company have Siri on iPhones. Google, I think, have some other.
No, Google is
some other platform that works similar to Siri. So what is the difference between the Siri on my phone and Sophia? Sophia is just a Siri with a body, or what?
No, you see, your phone there cannot smile. Okay, but Sophia is just a Siri with some body. With some body on,
with a little bit of with things added onto it. All right, I'm interested in. You're very interested in security.
Security, I have a reason for that.
Your aim, as you get into artificial intelligence, is to build a secure country. In future, in a span of time. As much as now you have your two systems that you have developed. Security is something you're looking at in the long run. We have a clip of the CCTV in China, and it's linked to some system with artificial intelligence. It can detect human behavior. It can tell somebody who's fidgeting. It can detect your face and feed to the database. It can do quite a number of things. Is this what you're looking at doing in this country as well?
A better one.
Better than this.
This one, I like what they're doing. But for example, in a case of let's say there's an criminal activity going on, and the police are not able to respond in time. What happens? The criminals will run away.
Or you die.
So I have this, now we have a system that first of all, it has been trained to recognize, for the way you have said, the human behavior, and it can tell whether this one is, a criminal activity.
A potential suspect.
No, an activity. It can tell whether this one is a criminal activity, whether this gathering is, illegal or legal. The way you are behaving there. Because how do you, as a person, how do you tell that event or that occasion or that, that gathering is not legal? How do you tell?
So you can start with the body language.
Exactly.
You can start with the way people are conversing or communicating. There are things you can look at. There are aspects or parameters you can look at. So this thing is trained to analyze all these things.
All that information.
And send the data back for approval or not.
Exactly.
All right. So how are you looking to do it yourself? I've seen how the Chinese people do it with the CCTV.
No, first, we have to have, systems that take information, and we need to have a database and also a processing unit. Now, in the streets, now how are we going to see these people? First, we have the street cameras, and also now in my case now we will have the street cameras and also some overhead UAV is autonomous. I mean, unmanned autonomous.
That is a lot of hardware, by the way, because up to 400 million cameras have had to be installed for them to have that system.
I agree. Even collecting the information alone, that is a lot of work and a lot of, there's a lot that is involved there. So I'm getting the fact that it is a very, very, very ambitious thing to do. So, but I will not let that one come in between
you and your dreams. So every business has to grow.
Yeah.
So are you looking at, before taking it to the big cities, are you looking at making it institutional first? You can install this system of yours in, say, an institution or a home, and then grow it step at a time, or it's straight to the streets?
No, you see, mine first, the way I've decided, because I'm not planning to start like tomorrow, or start rolling it out. But I have to acquire all the the resources required, and that's why now this is how I will start. Partner with county governments, so I can say, let us start with, Meru County. Let us start with.
Is this where you hail from?
Yeah.
All right, shout out to Meru County.
So let us start with Nairobi County. So we partner with the government, and then we install these systems. Now, if they find them good, because okay, but I believe they will be good. So then we can start now to the other counties slowly. Yeah. Until we have
so it takes a lot. You have to partner with the people in leadership. They need to buy this dream of yours.
They need,
which is a very valid dream. And security is a major issue in the country right now, and we need to sort it out.
Exactly.
All right. So which leads to my next question. Once this has happened, say we are in 2030 or 2040, and this has happened, there are a lot of complaints. So many industries have adopted artificial intelligence, from the banking to the real estate to the construction, but there's a lot of resistance when it comes to professionals such as lawyers are very anti-artificial intelligence, by the way, because they say it is not a trained lawyer. You need to be a trained lawyer to be a lawyer. Doctors maybe are going to be against this because it's not as good as a doctor. We need the doctor's instincts. So how are you going to approach this aspect of artificial intelligence coming to take the jobs of other people?
Oh, you see, that question, it's a question I never miss to be asked. Everybody wants to know the answer to that question.
Yes.
And my answer
is the big question.
My answer is very simple. I don't know whether someone will be happy or not happy, but this is what happens. According to me, this is my view. A person who is not willing to change, or a person who is not willing to think of a new way to earn a living, is such a person who thinks that way. And I think, I can say mentally lazy. Because realize this technology, you yourself, you as a lawyer, you not go there and stop it. You will not go and close down Google because they are manufacturing artificial intelligence.
Yes, because I can get legal services on Google.
Yeah. So what will happen? It's you will be forced to think of new ways to generate income. Use that artificial intelligence to earn a living.
Yes, to make a better career for yourself as well.
Yeah, so people will complain. You will complain.
But you can never resist technology.
Exactly. As it's something clear. Look at mobile phones. Right now,
everybody's on a mobile phone.
As you're not a human being anymore. You are like an, what do you call them? The cyborg. Yeah, that device is an
extension of yourself.
Yeah. So
in fact, it keeps a lot of your memories sometimes.
In fact, everything I've learned it's through my phone. Anyway. Yeah.
You have reminders on your phone. You have alarms on your phone. You have files on your phone. It's like another brain of yours.
Exactly.
Powerful. We can't resist technology. So that's a fact.
Let's find a way of using it instead of complaining. That's the problem with Africans, by the way. We complain a lot. We do nothing about it. And
so
time passes.
Let's do something about it. That's the way.
Yeah.
Powerful, man. Mr. Munene, CEO and founder of Finder Technologies, or just Finder like that?
It's Finder.
Finder.
Yeah.
All right. How can they find Finder on social media?
Now, this is what I would say. Finder. Finder is an e-commerce platform, by the way. Yeah. We are trying now, before we start, throwing these technologies on you. We want first to enable you to be able to run your businesses. So Finder brings all the businesses together, like professional services, the way you have said, like the lawyers, all of them. We bring them together. Now Finder will be launched next year, February. So right now, according to them, the board of the company. I cannot.
You already have a board.
Exactly. Yeah.
Do you have any people who are funding Finder?
Yeah.
All right.
Many.
So right now you're working on the platform. Is the platform ready?
Yeah, it's ready. Just the release date is in February.
You have your personal servers or you're renting?
No, we are renting.
You're renting
right now, yeah. Yeah.
So Finder is coming up in February. Next year, 2018, we're launching Finder, an e-commerce platform, a futuristic e-commerce platform, and transitional. It's going to transition how we approach e-commerce.
I can add on this. It is not just anything that, in fact, if you have Finder in your company or your business, the only thing you'll need to do is just sell. Everything like, accounting, the mathematics you need to do, Finder will do. If you are, and also it gives you tips on how to run your businesses. I mean, because it's powered by a machine learning algorithm, it can learn and see, what are the best practices in a business.
The things that you've done that have failed, the things that you've done that were successful, and analyze these things and give you, tell you what to do next.
Exactly. Yeah.
Wow. Are you going to be selling Finder?
Selling? No.
It's a free application.
I just make it, to download it's free, to buy from Finder it's free, to sell it will cost you very, 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 very little money by the way. Yeah.
So this is how you're planning to make your money. I won't get into the details of the company because maybe you might get in trouble with your board.
You see, we have to agree before I present. So we do not agree on that.
So yes, AI is the future. Yeah. Your last remarks to the viewers right now, to the students who are watching you, people who would like to be engineers or would like to involve themselves in computer science or in this information revolution that we are facing right now. Your last remarks. Your camera is number 4.
There's a problem. There's a problem with guys out there. You think you're too young to do something big, and then also you hear someone saying, "I have no resources." First, let me tell you, I started learning. I used to go to OT Sports, the unpaid one, free. That's where I started. So I do not think the only thing you need for me is you, and the thing you want to do. Just focus on that and start. Start anywhere. You don't have to be a pro in everything. You don't have to have all the resources. You do not need all that. You just need you. And forget about age. People will tell you, by the way,
it's never too early to do anything.
Yeah, people told me that, hey, young man,
just in 3rd year,
just finish school fast. I mean, try and get a certificate. And I told them, why? By the way, why do I need a certificate? For me, a certificate does not make a lot of sense. So this is what I tell people. Just it's simple. Just do it. Nobody is going to do it for you. Yeah, and
do it yourself.
And time is not your friend. I mean, time will just be passing as you stay and sleep. So, by the way, if you have something important you want to do and you feel like sleeping, please continue sleeping. Yeah.
I like the sarcasm in your tone. Mr. Munene, thank you very much for coming through to Y in the Morning. Munene is the CEO and founder of Finder, and Finder is an e-commerce platform yet to be launched in February. He says this is the future and artificial intelligence is the future as well. Hilda Wathithi is coming up next with another interview. Don't touch that down.